Cheers, champ.
Yeah.
Like, he's proud of you.
That's how it is. Here we go. Hi. Once upon a groove on an old soul tune. I watch the pin move to shake the breakthrough. Who makes moves, maneuver in the right direction? The rest of you get left behind and messed up in this session. I'm not trying to make a difference. Maybe some pocket change. I'm content with the groove.
Welcome to Dragcast Live!
Yeah.
Episode 225, After Hours. Well, I'll just say After Hours, because this is going to come out because I need to get some stuff out.
Who knows when it's going to come out?
It's going to come out late.
No, this is going to come out. I'm sober. I'm sober now. I'm Travis.
I am Dylan.
The podcast takes place in Austin, Texas, Don's Depot. Like to have some drinks and talk about the things that happened over the week with interesting people. By the time that you hear this,
Fresh out.
what's going to be way earlier than the episode that we did earlier was Zach Brooks. That was a lot of fun. Zach Brooks is a fun person. But now we're just going to monkey fuck around time. It's like our favorite thing to do.
Saying, here's the song of the summer. Check it out.
Oh yeah, it's so good. It's such a good joke. We like to do talks with nice people. We have Adam McWaters over here.
Hello.
Our beard and our luck dragon.
According to this camera, I'm apparently a potato with a beard.
I don't. Well, I mean,
Thanks, parents, and your associated predecessors.
I mean, just you do you, and we'll
that's
get
all I
along with
got.
it.
That's all I got.
So Adam is again. What's your elevator pitch?
I make the pretty pictures, and I make the bad ideas.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Yeah. And then I type words into a computer, and a website happens.
I appreciate the joke of that, but I'm sure someone actually believes that.
Did I type words and make websites
Yeah,
happen?
it's like that you live in a basement, and it's so easy to do a thing. Just like snap your fingers.
It's
like,
not easy. It's super sucks.
It's not easy at all. Yeah.
I've seen your hack. I've seen your hacker type.
It's pretty good.
Hack to Gibson.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I do that. I like to learn new stuff now. That's my jam now.
Yep.
I like to learn how to do things like make video games and pick locks. That's fun. Picking locks is fun. That's way easier than making websites.
It is.
It's actually shocking and alarming how easy a lot of those locks can be.
It's a very interesting thing too. Like if you're listening to this and you want to pick up a really simple skill that actually may or may not help you out, like just learn how to pick locks. It's one of the most satisfying things to do when you really get it right.
The subreddit, the lock-picking subreddit is super busy all the time. It's really super boring if you've been there for a while, because it's like, another picture of some motherfucker's hands in the first lock you pick. Yay.
Yeah.
But they have these clubs that they start where, because after you learn to pick, you learn how to, after you've picked the lock, you learn how to take it apart. And you can drop the pins. There's little boards. You drop the pins and springs in and whatnot. And then they make challenge locks that they'll mail to other users.
So they'll make their own locks?
There's different security pins and different types. So they'll make a custom configuration of... thank you, Timmy.
There's celery and Coke and and some napkins. Yeah. Thanks, Timmy. You're the best. Thank you. Oh, sure. I'll take them all.
But yeah, so what they'll do is they'll have this batch of various different security pins. There's spool types and serrateds and whatnot, and they'll make these custom challenge locks, and they'll put a new lock together based on with no key.
Yeah,
key doesn't exist, but they'll make these challenge locks and they'll mail them to other advanced lock picking types, and it's just something fun that takes for fucking ever to try to get through, and challenge locks. It's pretty fun, pretty cool hobby.
Have you been a recipient of said lock?
Oh, hell no. No.
You're not ready to?
No. I actually have a number of different locks of various kinds at home, and one of them is I know it so well in its current configuration. It's seconds. It's almost an accident to pick it.
Yeah.
And
just like a lot of doorknobs, by the way. Doorknob locks.
Yeah, those
are the easiest fucking thing in the world. There's literally no security in them.
Yeah, that's why bump keys exist.
Yeah,
it's because they're so easy to break.
And bump keys, there's bump keys and there's the guns.
So,
it's literally just a thing. You hit a button, it goes wah 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 wah.
Yeah, it's just an automatic raker.
And the door's unlocked. It's silly.
Hey,
yeah.
Home security 101. Folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
But I still have a couple of locks that are really I've popped them all a few times, but it takes a long time, and it's I've got to really kind of figure out what the fuck's up with those.
Yep.
Anyway, it's fun.
So if you're missing a bicycle or have recently been a victim of a home burglary,
do
Talk to Adam McWaters.
It
Look
wasn't
for a
me.
bearded
He
person. from
might have
Red.
done it.
Yeah,
just for funsies.
Yeah, look for a potato with a beard.
yeah. Find your local potato and beard. And luck dragon.
Your local bearded potato.
This is going to be our after hours thing. We've had some drinks. We've been thinking about some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good interview with our guest before, and but he made it very clear that he didn't want to talk about any current events because they're all depressing.
Yeah.
But we can be depressing now if we want to. Because
We can revel in it
We can revel in it. Yeah.
To that end,
because we're not comedians.
I saw the single best thing I've ever seen. The New York Times
Yeah.
published a chronological list of all of the things Trump has said that is a lie
Oh God.
from January 1st until yesterday. And there's like, they even have this wonderful matrix of he lies certain days of the week more often than others. And you can tell when he's not lying because he was traveling that day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What
Was
the-
March 1st was the only day he didn't lie. I think.
Yeah,
or something?
no. March 1st, the first day he did not tell a lie since the beginning of 2017.
I mean, and to be fair, especially if Chris is listening to this, like, because Chris is not a Trump fan.
Yeah.
Chris Lloyd is not a Trump fan. But Chris and I are both in the same kind of weird place where we're like,
And Chris loves statistics.
yeah, of course. But we also
Well,
we hate overgeneralizations in a certain way.
Oh no, these are not generalizations.
Right. But it's like
These are the numbers.
the number of times that people get shot versus the number of times there's been an active shooter situation, and the number
No,
of
but-
times of a massacre. Some
Yeah, yeah.
some lies are worse
Yeah.
than
Trying
others.
to counter,
Well,
trying to
all-
counter spin.
All I'm saying
Yeah.
is like,
But no, in this case, the article did qualify flat out lies versus misleading statements.
yeah, and that's important.
Yeah.
That's an important distinction. For sure.
And did kind of lump them together as far as these things, but they separate them
Yeah.
in the graphs.
Yeah.
But the point being, these things were not things that were subject to interpretation. They were quite blatantly like he said this on this day. It was not true.
It was not true.
Yeah.
Here's the proof.
But I love like a lot of these data points when you get real specific about them and over a long enough period of time, it starts like recursing over itself.
Mhm.
It's like it becomes meta because like there'll be a later statement
A
where
Trumpian loop. Yeah.
Trump will say, "I never said this. I never said X." And then you can refer back to a previous data point months earlier
Yeah.
where he said exactly X.
Yeah.
So now it's two lies. Like that was
Yes.
false in the first place. And now his latest statement is false about the false statement that he made in
Yeah.
the first place. That's like double points.
Yeah. Oh, there was one piece
He
they
loves
threw in there
points.
where there was like one particular
all the
topic
points.
where he said 4 different lies about the same thing, like in like the same day or two. Like couldn't even get his lies straight. Yeah.
I mean, he's the busiest president we've ever had. I mean, in that sense. I
Well,
guess.
he is definitely creating lies. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
president's passed more laws than me.
Period.
Yeah. Followed immediately by anybody paying attention going, well, actually, like the last two presidents to pass more laws is George
Oh, man.
H.W. Bush and then the other guy.
And I
before.
feel so sorry. I forgot the protocol of thanking you, Travis, for being the greatest podcast host who's ever existed. And it's been my personal honor to sit across from you. Pure Trumpian
Hey,
style.
it's about time. It's about time.
With
Adam,
your-
Adam, what do you want to say about that? Make it good.
or I'm fired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my catchphrase.
That's cool.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
225 episodes
It's
of
not like
firing people.
it's not like I'll lose any money.
It's true. Yeah.
So fuck you. No, I'm honored and blessed, truly blessed to carry out your will.
That's right. See how easy it is, folks?
Fuck, that was so uncomfortable to watch that meeting. Did you watch like the whole thing?
I did.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
If you disagree
It's
with
just a bunch of bootlickers licking boots,
just licking boots all over town,
just wearing out their knees.
fucking ostrich boots, fucking car boots.
This is the worst.
Yeah. Which is what the British call trunks. So yeah.
Ah.
Don't lick one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can if you want. I'm not your dad.
So if a car has a CV boot, what is that called in England?
A crumpet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's not a trunk; it's part of a the
I think it's called a ghetto
suspension
sock.
thingy.
What's
Yeah.
a CV boot?
It's part of like the suspension for a car.
Oh, okay. Like a leaf?
No, that's a
Well, there's
spring.
also the one where when you get in trouble, they come and put the boot on your car so you can't drive away. You know, the big metal thing.
Yeah, that's called a yeller. In
an old yeller.
an old yeller. Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Is it because it's yellow?
No, it's because it's rabies.
Oh, it's green there. Actually, it's weird. Doesn't make any. I know. It didn't fit at all. No,
No
legs.
wonder Brexit happened.
Or did it?
Well, not really.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, let's try to figure out what the hell was going on in that parliament, because I was following it. It's like I consider myself a kind of intelligent person, and I read about what was happening. It's like I gotta go, I gotta get wasted or something. Like I gotta do the exact opposite of trying to figure this out.
I'm kind of.
Like, does anyone have any cocaine? Like,
I'm kind of happy that it is going to happen.
Well, I think it,
One way or the
it
other.
may not happen.
yeah,
Well, there's still a lot
Yeah.
of vested interests who are trying to prevent it from happening, but votes are votes.
yeah.
Yeah,
And well, what I'm mostly delighted
so is
at,
Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have our own little kind of thing going on there, a little parallel. But what I'm most excited about is just all the people who are like, "Oh, I wasn't taking it seriously."
Oh, yeah,
and now
yeah.
it's like now I really regret. Well, now you get to learn a lesson, don't you? Just dear Trump voters,
Definitely.
so do you.
To that end, I do completely agree with you because
Yeah.
they were like the next day. I voted for what? It's like you
Yeah.
didn't look before you did.
I thought it was a Mountain Dew flavor.
Stupid gin and tonics.
Mountain Dew Brexit.
Although hopefully this means code Brex.
Code Brexit. Yeah. Just Brexit.
Hopefully, maybe Scotland can finally find freedom.
That's another thing I'm excited.
They
about.
were so close last time they voted.
Yeah. Now they're going to do it again. We'll have our own referendum.
Fuck you.
Go forth, Scotland, and conquer.
Conquer. Yeah. I have no idea.
Do your thing, man. I love you, but
Keep making your whiskey and your scotch.
Mhm.
Yeah, just keep doing that.
Just be you. That's
Yeah.
all, that's actually the Mountain Dew Brexit motto. Just be you.
Yeah.
Do
Do the you.
the you. Yeah.
Yeah.
do the EU.
Do the EU.
All right. I'm gone. I'm leaving.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Apophik Einsaal.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun last night. Playing that, especially again with Don.
What happened last night?
We were all
We
hanging out here.
accidentally did a karaoke event.
You can probably kind of see it. There's a screen over here that we set up. These are for video people who are watching, whatever. But we had this screen set up, and we were going to do it for the podcast. Really, it was supposed to be a Super Bowl thing, and it turned into a Game of Thrones thing too. And then last night it was like, oh well, so someone mentioned Chris Pratt's German joke he told on Conan O'Brien's show, and I was like, all right, I'll pull the screen down, let's watch it or whatever. And to see Don come out and watch the whole thing in German and the whole thing in English, and then like laugh harder than I've ever seen him laugh is like, oh, it was so nice.
Made Don laugh.
Yeah, it made him
It's
laugh.
like Christmas.
Yeah, it was like Christmas. It's like
Yeah.
Brexit.
It was
Like you said before, that means we get to stay doing the show here for like
For another couple
2-3
weeks.
more weeks.
Yeah. It's all we
And-
need.
Yeah.
To make them laugh again.
Yeah, we're in a constant cycle of buying time with an event like that to build more shit
Yeah.
that would be useful for us
Yeah.
until we take over.
Like a
It's-
cooler,
Yeah.
or like I'm even thinking like, I mean, fuck it. Like, let's build a box there and leave all our podcast stuff here, so we don't have to bring it in and out every time. Just a fucking, like a metal, like again that diamond metal thing that you see on the back of trucks. That
Well,
had
as long as
blowjob
Adam,
machines
as long as
made
Adam makes it lock proof, pick proof. Yeah.
it's impossible.
biometrics.
Biometric. Well, yeah, sure.
I'm not saying that's not impossible. That's impossible to get through or anything, but it's a big fucking hassle.
Have you guys watched the Leftovers on the HBOs?
Yeah, I did.
Did you watch season 3?
I watched all of it.
Well, they had the biometric thing in there where the president has to prove he's the president by sticking his dick into a hole.
Yeah, there's a retinal scan,
Yeah.
a fingerprint, a full palm print scan,
Yeah.
and then this little flap thing, and he has to flap his dick
Yeah,
on
because
the thing in front of everyone.
you
before
can
to let him
fake,
in.
get fake eyes, you can get fake palm prints, but no one's going to go through the trouble of faking a dick.
Right.
Dick is forever. Everyone knows this.
Well, I mean, once you know that there's a dick scanner, you've already like taken an eyeball out of the guy and cut his hand off.
Right.
What's to stop you from just cutting his dick off too?
I mean, that's like a crime of passion, you know? Like, you don't throw acid in the face of a stranger. It's like you don't just cut off someone's dick.
Sure.
I mean, it's
Unless you really need to get in that bunker.
well, I mean, it's an unwritten
Yeah.
rule, though. Like, it's just tacky.
Exactly, but
It's
that was
tacky to do it.
that was the cleverness of it. Everyone, we say that now, but now that they know that there's a dick print reader,
Oh, sure.
now it's not tacky. Now it's necessary.
Well, I think it's like Highlanders not being able to fight in a cemetery or whatever. Like, it's the same
Holy
thing with
church,
dicks.
holy ground. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Although,
Sacred ground.
although because you are a Foley guy, you will appreciate that when he put his dick on the scanner, there was a significant thump.
Yes, there was a hearty thud.
Hardy thud. All right, we're running out of time. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with a little bit more show.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break.
That's not a movie. We don't talk about that anymore.
Tripping on his deep groove. And the night's new. What a feeling, what a nice mood. A bam, boom, rock. We're here to rock.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hey! And for anyone who's watching on the video thing, welcome back to the show. I could look at you in the camera and wave, wavy.
Is anybody actually watching?
There was a couple people watching. At least one person was happy to see us. Hunter joined. I don't know if he's still watching.
As in our hunter, Juggalo?
Yeah.
Juggalo?
Is it working?
It's working great. Working great.
So it wasn't working earlier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Earlier when I was doing my testing, working would not be the word.
Yes, that is an accurate thing.
All right. Well.
So, what do we got going on? So, like, TV shows and stuff. You know, so I don't think I got a really good opportunity to talk about Wonder Woman and what I didn't like about Wonder Woman, but instead, I'd like to say Doctor Strange is such a fucking better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
I've not seen the Wonder Womans.
Sure.
But I did watch Doctor Strange, and you know me.
Still same OG.
You don't need no introduction and shit.
But I'm gonna preface this because I believe in professing.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
I am both totes worn out on super comic book movies.
Oh, yeah, you've been fatigued for a bit.
And I also am. I despise the magic elements of comics in general.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
But
You don't like
but
the sorcery?
to that end, Doctor Strange pulled it off,
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
I like the movie. It's solid.
And I forgot.
Cumby, baby, Cumby.
Come the other way.
Yeah.
I forgot what I liked about it so much. Like, it's an enjoyable movie, but there's so many things that are worth. Like, if you watched it, if you haven't seen it, like just go watch the way they set things, the time progression with hair and beards, the focus on his hands as a symbol.
They did a really great job on the movie.
And even like, and one thing that I love that I'm sure people picked up, and if you hadn't, whatever. One of the cooler things is he gets to the point where he has to spend a lot of money. And his apartment is getting. It's not like
He's selling off
he's
art
selling his
and his
art and his furniture. Like,
he's basically in a guy in a one-bedroom apartment kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
the progression. Yeah,
Yeah.
They cared a lot
they
about that.
cared a lot about it. Like,
Yeah.
just giving a shit. That's rule number one for me. you know?
And that's where I again
Yeah.
having professed
Yeah.
and then having your validation on that. That's how good this movie actually is.
Yeah.
It's a solid movie.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it's Marvel's second occurrence though, because like I didn't hold out a whole lot of hope for Doctor Strange. Like I know how important he's supposed to be in the
Rest, yeah.
upcoming like big battle,
Mhm.
And you
like
saw
the-
they had like maybe 15 or 20 Marvel characters from the movies in at least one scene.
I think
in
it's
this.
Yeah.
30.
yeah. But then like Ant-Man,
Ant-Man was Ant-Man.
they were both legitimately, at the very least, incredibly fun movies.
Yes. And again
There was a lot to look into in that I got a lot of enjoyment out of like how weird magic is. If you're gonna do magic, do it that way. Do it in a way that's like it's totally fucked up and really hard to follow for everyone because they live in an entirely different universe.
Yeah.
Like shit doesn't work the same way as you know it.
Those are two examples of just getting that translation from fantasy world to theatrical world right.
Yeah.
Especially with they weren't trying to bank on prequels or sequels or whatever. These characters and the stories are part of the anthology.
Yeah.
Right, you need this character introduced.
But they weren't so dependent upon the rest of the anthology. They didn't have to shove in, here's a cameo by the Hulk.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, there is a Thor thing at the very end, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fine because it's ancillary.
The post-credits.
Yeah,
and,
post-credits is always on. Whatever.
and it was a good scene.
Yeah, it was a pretty
It
good
was.
scene. Yeah.
But yeah, Ant-Man's the same way. Like Ant-Man, well, except they threw in the Falcony guy, which is a stupid character. But
Well, yeah, sure. Well, and like that, I mean, that fit for the scene. Like, they gotta go to the Avengers
It-
building
it-
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
actually, it worked better in Ant-Man than it did in Captain America. He's a worse character in the actual movie he was supposed to be starring in.
Oh, sure.
Than he actually was in Ant-Man.
His scene, his part in Ant-Man was really entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially Paul Rudd running around and breaking stuff from
Yeah.
the inside and just apologizing the whole
Like,
time.
"I'm so
Like,
sorry."
So, this is nothing personal.
But it's okay. So we've established our baseline. So Wonder Woman, I've not seen it yet, but
I feel like Wonder Woman doesn't have the same kind of like again back to pair movies. Like Doctor Strange is like the first fucking we were talking about before the Keanu Reeves action flick.
John Wick.
John Wick. I feel like Doctor Strange is more like the first John Wick, and Wonder Woman's like the second John Wick. It's like they had an idea of what they wanted to do, and for all intents and purposes, they pulled it off, I guess. But it's like they just didn't know what they were really trying to establish because they kept just throwing in these really weird, like kind of cheap things. And specifically with Wonder Woman, like, and I think it's crazy. And excuse me, person who might be looking at my face.
Excuse I.
Excuse I.
Oh, hot stepper.
I think it's crazy that people are lauding it so much as a big feminist like celebration. When I really felt like Chris Pine's character was really like mansplaining a lot, like because like after watching the movie, I like walked outside. It was like me, Donnie, Chris Lloyd, and Banjo. We were all watching the movie. We all left, and Banjo and I were just super upset. Donnie not so much. Chris Lloyd was upset about something completely different. Whatever, it's fine.
It's Chris.
It's Chris. Yeah,
He entered the theater upset about something.
yeah, probably.
Utterly unrelated to the theater.
But like, I even apologize. It's like, I'm not really the guy who like tries to go at these things, like especially a movie like this, with the true like feminist thing going on. But it's like I really felt like Chris Pine was explaining a lot of stuff to her, and it makes sense because she's outside the place kind of person. Like she's the fish out of water in a way.
So the character should be explaining things because of
certain reasons, but it's still like. So she wants to go, and she's. There's particulars there. I'm not going to try to spoil, but there's just a lot of things there. Like honestly, Ralph the Movie Maker as a channel, I don't necessarily always agree with what he's kind of too cynical. But I think his Wonder Woman review was spot on for what I felt like. It was like it's a passable movie. Gal Gadot and Chris Pine do pretty good on scene, although there are some strange things that happen with music. And it's worth watching because it is the best DC movie so far. But not my least likable. It's complex. It's better than Ghostbusters. It's fucking way better than Ghostbusters 2016. But getting kicked by a mule is. So.
Yeah, getting poked in the eye is better than that.
And Suicide Squad's a fucking awful movie.
That's not a movie. We don't talk about that anymore.
Right.
So would you be willing to go with this? That every movie needs a character who's actually named Basil Exposition.
I mean, might as well at this point.
It just makes it easier. Just have the guy go, I'm going to monologue for 5 minutes, see how everyone understands what's going on right now.
Yeah.
We've had a number...
Go.
With an, yes, what you really meant to say is right now, in this part of the story, yeah.
Harumph.
Harumph.
We've had a number of conversations where I brought up, what I think Wonder Woman should... Like, the opportunities that they have for Wonder Woman. A historically badly written character who is otherwise really, really awesome and has a lot of potential.
Very interesting.
And my big concern with them doing it was, well, DC's doing it because they have to. And they've been doing basically terrible jobs for a while. And it's like, well, what are the chances they aren't just going to absolutely fuck this up?
Right.
And they didn't absolutely fuck it up. It is a passable movie.
Yeah, it's passable.
My arguments were it was consistently lazy throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
They had so much they could have worked with there, and they just didn't even fucking bother.
Yep.
And it's not a victory, but it's not a defeat. I don't know.
I have not seen this, but I have a question for the two of you, both as viewers of the movie and also as people who follow these social justices. And
sure.
How come, for me, the layperson, I have not heard a rallying cry from the feministas about the fact that Robin Wright is in that movie, like 50-year-old woman, like kicking ass.
Oh no, it's definitely lauded. It's like they
I've not seen any press coverage about it. I've seen people saying Gal Gadot didn't get paid enough, or
oh god, did you see how that blew up?
Yeah,
in their face.
But I did. But Robin Wright, I've been a fan of hers forever, and she's great in House of Cards and all that stuff. And Jenny, but she's keeping it tight.
Sure.
So are they not? They're not talking about it because she still looks good at 50 years old, and she's kicking ass. Like she's like jumping around like.
No, because she's not the main character.
The reaction is very positive about the whole movie when it comes to, on that side. Yeah,
but for me, looking at the people who love to complain about these things not being, you can't be an actress over 40 in Hollywood, and here's one who's like got a main, a nice piece in a movie. It's bazillions of dollars, and
you pretty much nailed it right
there. Why aren't they lauding her performance?
Because they can't complain about it, and they love to complain.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can't complain because there actually is a woman who's 50 years old kicking ass on screen.
Well, until she doesn't. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
most of it's actually coming from the I want to say men's rights activism, but it kind of fits into that same universe, whatever. Very
same story, different side.
Yeah, I'm just really for me. I'm just curious because I know that's she's the first female superhero thing has been pushed a lot as
No,
far as the
she
narrative. I know,
Fuck's sake.
but no one is mentioning the other piece of the movie about the other actresses who are actually doing something that's, in my mind, a pretty important thing in Hollywood. We actually can still be a woman who's more than 30 years old.
Right. That should be a huge...
Why aren't you bringing that up
Yeah.
as part of your argument?
right.
Because she got shot by the Nazis. Which also, that doesn't technically make any sense. But,
Yeah, because does it take place like in World War I or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germans, not Nazis. Right. Yeah.
but you know how they portrayed them.
Well, it's interesting too because like the character has like some natural like color, you know, like her outfit is
Who?
the Wonder Woman. Like the actual outfit can be colorful, and this is probably out of all the DC movies the least desaturated.
Why is it red and
Least
blue?
decent, really?
Yeah, less desaturated. Like
Yeah.
all the rest of them have been dark, and like I know people are going to disagree with this, and if you do, 802-359-7468. People are going to disagree with this, I think, in a certain degree. That it's because you're trying to put Batman and Superman in a movie together. Superman has always been a dude in tights. We talk about this probably to death, but Batman is this dark character, so they're having the two, and then trying to fit the rest. It's like the Flash. Flash can't really exist in something that dark unless you make the story dark, and there's a lot of really dark shit with the Flash. Like the
'Cause
number
he's
of
so
times
flashy.
he's run so fast that his molecules exploded or whatever because
Or had to watch his mom die?
yeah, in order for a thing to happen. Like
How many holes he got written into until they like augmented and gave him a new superpower?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
The ability to shake his molecules so rapidly he can move through matter.
So what we're all saying is that the TV version of The Flash is the best Flash.
it's better for sure. Yeah.
At least the actor is the best Barry Allen.
We need to take a break, but
Yeah.
just in case Ben Stiller is listening to this, I'm sure he's a huge fan. Please go to Netflix with Heat Vision and Jack.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. We
Why
watched
doesn't it
that
exist
last
anymore?
night, and we
Oh,
just
really?
love the shit out of it so much. And it's just so fucking good.
I've never seen it.
What, are you fucking kidding me?
No, you told me about it a long time ago.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I've never
it hits all those tropes
seen it.
so right.
It's Jack Black as the voice of a motorcycle. That
No,
Owen
it's
Wilson-
Jack Black, and then Owen
Owen Wilson's
Wilson
the voice
as
of
the
the
voice of the motorcycle.
Jack Black
Oh,
plays
wow.
an astronaut who got too close to the sun and
That's
became
right,
the
yeah.
smartest man in the world while the sun is up. 3 times smarter than the smartest man in the world. And
But when the
Owen-
sun is down.
but when the sun's down, he's just a normal dude.
Just back
Yeah.
to being him. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so fucking good. Go find it. It's on YouTube. Look for it. It's in parts. Heat Vision and Jack, part 1, part 2, and part 3.
Yeah, episode 14, which is the only episode that exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
But it's got all the best tropes of like the
Ron Silver as Ron Silver.
as Ron Silver, who's the main bad guy, who's the guy who's from NASA trying to
And rest in peace, Ron Silver.
yeah.
Maybe that's why we can't get it.
Let's take another break and we'll come back with a little bit more show. Okay.
Dusty bricks, bitters, mix, bitter cats, split, brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate myself animal style.
My name, home with Wilt. Great. Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Hey.
Segment 3 of 4.
Oh, we're doing it, huh?
The Fightin' 3.
The After Hours.
The After Hours Fightin' 3.
Nah.
The bare knuckle
Still
fight.
hanging out with Dylan over here. We got Adam over here.
Yo.
Twirling.
He's fisticuffing, I think.
Travis.
I'm just doing
so-
my speed drills.
Speed drill.
Oh, is that one of those fidget spinner thingies?
No, it's earbuds. So yes,
I saw a great thing about that specifically where it was like, the meme was, quote, fidget spinners are stupid, end quote, dash.
The generation.
A generation of people who spent or bought 1 million pet rocks.
Yes, that was the 70s, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't there more stuff to do in the 70s?
No, there was not.
No,
No.
of course not.
from what I understand, no.
Pet rocks were a thing. They even came like in a box, like presented unto you.
Did they come with names?
They weren't quite Cabbage Patch. No, they were.
You had to name your pet rock yourself. All right, there was still a sense of personal responsibility back then.
I know. Yeah, I hear it from the baby
It's
boomers all
called
the time.
bootstraps.
Yeah, bootstraps. Again, an impossible thing, pulling yourself up with your
Yeah,
bootstraps.
that was that's what it used to
Yeah,
imply.
That's what it's supposed to mean. Yeah. So we were just talking about fast food. So P. Terry's.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying.
man.
I like P. Terry's as a product that I can always consistently like. I know that it's there, and I know it's going to taste exactly the same, and it's a good burger, plain and dry.
Oh yeah, well,
And that's been an important thing for me because you can fucking make a burger juicy by adding vegetables to it, and that's
Yeah.
cheating.
yeah, just cheese and meat and
Yep.
bun, and they put like some butter on their bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it's
Yeah.
Wisconsin style.
What I did not know is that P. Terry's is actually like an Austin original place that's been here for like since the 40s.
What really?
Yeah, they're Austin
I
based.
did not know that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, apparently their original location is the one on Barton Springs. Like that's like
Okay.
P. Terry #1. It's been there forever.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
P. Terry's Prime.
But there are condos around it, so you can't see it most of the time.
We'll turn 4 down because it's pointing right at the.
Yeah, the one near my house is drive-through only,
Yeah. Okay.
which is fantastic.
I have an appreciation for P. Terry's for the exact same reasons you guys have brought up. While they're not the greatest out there, I don't feel, they're consistently very, very good. And then in Pflugerville, we have a thing called Freddy's.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know of Freddy's.
It's like Freddy's
You know-
custards or something.
Yeah,
Or-
it's like a
Yeah.
custard burger, hot dog joint, and
They're
whatnot.
based out of Kansas, actually, Wichita.
You know what they are? Consistently disappointing. Like, it's not
They're
that
based out
it's,
of Kansas.
it's not that it's awful.
Yeah.
It's just never good.
like
and,
In and Out.
And then, yeah, like In and Out.
Yeah.
In and Out's just like, I'm having a shitty day, and I feel like shit, and I hate myself. I'm going to go to In and Out and hate myself on purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like
Animal
shit.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hate myself animal style.
Yeah. But anyway, so Freddy's, in all honesty, I'm sorry, I've given you like 5 fair shakes and you fucked them all. Fuck you. You're not good food.
No, I only discovered Freddy's literally like about a week ago. I've not gone there yet. I discovered them through a series of lemony snippets that led me to, oh, there's this place called Freddy's. I want to do more homework about this because blah 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 blah. Because I look at the internet sometimes and I go down rabbit holes.
Yep.
And I guess their thing is they're kind of based around the concept of like 50s style, cool. Everything
Yeah.
is checkered, and we have
Right.
custard.
Right,
and-
the interiors are very like classic, like soda jerk dinery
Yeah.
feel, even
Yeah.
though none of those things exist, and it is look like it.
Denny's.
No. I mean
Yeah, no.
inside the Freddy's, like there is no soda jerk. It's not a diner.
Yeah.
It just looks like it.
You
It's
were
a
basing
facade.
your lie.
Yeah.
Your lie foundation.
Yeah.
It's just more lies. Yeah.
But that's their so that's correct. They're trying to pitch like we're a 50s cafe, come in and swing and
Yeah,
listen to
like
jukebox.
honestly, Sonic does a better job of getting that vibe across because they're a drive-in.
Well, like Culver's doesn't even try, right?
No,
Oh.
Culver's is fantastic because they.
Oh yeah, but they don't go for the aesthetic of like, hey, look how old we are.
No,
It's
they're like, we could afford these booths,
Yeah.
so sit in them.
Yeah.
They're from Wisconsin, and honestly, there's like
the heartland, sir.
And my wife is also from Wisconsin, and she, like the first time we went up there, she made it a point to take me to like 2 or 3 better places to get custard
Sure.
than
Yeah.
Culver's.
Are there still A&Ws up there?
I don't know, but there's A&Ws everywhere.
There's NW's here.
Like the actual restaurant?
They're usually combined with like a Long John
It's usually
Silver's
yeah.
or
Oh
a
no,
Pizza
but,
Hut or
no,
something.
no, it's standalone. But because I think they're from Wisconsin as well, and it's where I saw them for the first
maybe.
time.
That's an okay burger too. It's okay. It's
But,
it's like high school cafeteria burger.
Yeah, but
Ooh,
we have.
Don't
we
remind
have,
me.
I'll get down on that because it's like nostalgia's fine. They're dry and it's like, this is food. Not Taco Bell though. Like I said before the show, before the segment, like I've broken up with Taco Bell.
Let's explore that space because
Well-
you're a big fan of the border.
Well, let's come back to it. I just
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to.
yeah,
We
sorry,
have,
yeah, of course, yeah.
we
Custard,
have, we have
custard.
one Culver's in Austin, in the Austin area,
Mhm.
and they are consistently very good, and it is exactly the same
Yeah.
as the Culver's you would experience in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Everything's good. You can get all kinds of weird shit that you can't get anywhere at other fast food places, like a full roast beef dinner, like roast beef stew dinner with
Oh, that's right. I forgot
mashed
they did that.
potatoes. and-
Yeah.
Awesome.
That sounds great.
And their custard's neat. They got a shitload of flavors. They got all kinds of anyway, they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
The point is, long and short, bringing it back. Fuck you, Freddy's. You suck.
You
Get
suck,
up-
Freddy's.
Get out the game, dog. Anyway, you broke up with Taco
I broke
Bell.
up with Taco Bell, and mostly it was like this. Like I found out that Taco Bell had been cheating on me with my toilet, and my toilet and I had a long series of fights the next day. And you know my rule: I only poop once a year on a mountain.
Yeah.
And I just
Not this day.
I can't do it again. Also, like Taco Bell, I know you're listening because everyone else listens to the show forever. Go back to the regular XL grilled stuffed burrito, dude. Like, don't add an extra X to that motherfucker. Like, whatever. That's for Taco Bell fans. You know who you are. It sounds like a deal, but it's like, why am I going to eat this much fucking food? I'd rather go to Freebirds. Get a burrito that's that size or whatever.
Yeah,
You know, whatever.
on purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah,
Not
that was the goal.
herniated disc because of a poop.
yeah.
Gross.
No, but I could. Everybody knows, man.
Yeah.
The toilet and Taco Bell they've been seeing each other on and off for a long time. Very toxic, abusive relationship.
Well, like Taco Bell's been really, really nice to me. I guess, like,
Yeah, me too. I've always enjoyed the Bell.
and I have really good constitution when it comes to food. Like, I can eat anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, once a year. Yeah.
yeah, once a year. Yeah, that's off a mountain.
No, Taco Bell's never done me wrong.
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
in the WC variety.
Sure. Well, it's inevitable, though. I mean, like, I knew that was going to happen to me eventually. It's going to happen to you too.
No,
it's like getting allergies in Austin.
No. For me,
Whatever.
Taco Bell is like two things: is the keep adding more and more and bigger, and now it's just this giant piece of food thing.
Yeah.
And the pure amount of salt that's consumed in any eating makes me bloat until I am about 500 pounds heavier in one day.
actually, did you know that
Like my heart literally is dying right now because of all the salt from Taco Bell.
There are
Taco Bell is there's two Culvers?
Yeah, Hunter is listening to the show. Hi, Hunter. Thank you so much. Yes, there is 2 Culvers in Austin.
I did not know. One's way south. That's why I didn't know.
Yep.
Because
For
I don't
Hunter-
go there.
For Hunter, that would be the letter 2.
Yes, the letter 2.
Yes.
He's the number one
You're
papa.
welcome. He's our number one Juggalo fan.
The only
Okay,
one.
well, good to know. Good to know if I'm ever stuck down south and regretting life.
I
can
really
at
hope
least-
that never happens to you. I wish that upon no
I can
one.
let's go get a Butterburger.
Yeah.
I can get down on Butterburgers, man.
Yeah. You know, Taco
love
Bell
them.
is like actually I think scientifically the
healthiest.
healthiest fast food chain
Yes.
in
Yeah.
America.
Yes.
Maybe that's why the quality went down because like bring me my shitty rice back, like the terrible shit.
Well, it wasn't that. It's that they slowly and like low key took sodium out of their food,
Yeah.
and
So apparently your salt accusation is impossible.
Well, then what's making me bloat like that?
the fact that it's horse.
Oh.
Yeah, horse is bloaty. It's a bloaty. Horse is actually mostly beer.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, horses are if you didn't-
Budweiser, Clydesdales. Oh, makes sense now.
Yeah, it was all there the whole time.
God.
Yeah.
Horses are
I was so
they're
blind.
effervescent.
Yeah, horse effervescent.
They're carbonated.
equivescent. I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yes. The fast food. You got an opinion about fast food? Why don't you hit us up at 802-359-7468. That's
Please,
802-359 shots.
there on the board,
It's on the
baby.
board over here.
please, we're so alone.
Yeah, we're so sad and so happy.
tell-
We did receive a couple of texts from people who are actually here at Don's Depot, but
That's just Jamie Parker.
it's
That's
Jamie,
just
Jamie
cheating.
Parker, Maria.
Yeah.
Jamie
He's literally
said,
10 feet away from us.
Jamie said, "I can see your penis," and
Yeah, true.
Maria
You're-
asked us what we're talking about, and well, I mean,
talking about your penis.
yeah, we are now.
Yeah.
Or well, technically, I mean, for the sake of full disclosure, we were talking about Jamie's ability to see your penis.
Which is miraculous, really.
She has great vision.
Yeah. She eats her carrots. Is that still a thing? Do you think kids know what that trope means?
No, that was utterly disproven. It has no.
no.
effect.
Of course. But like, it was
The
a cartoon
trope,
thing for a long time.
Because
Like,
people still know that the spinach is for the Popeye strength.
Yeah,
That's-
to get cancer
that's-
in your arms.
That still exists.
or salt on a bird's tail.
What?
Do you not know this? Like,
What gypsy shit is that? No, I've
Yeah.
never heard
you
of
ever heard that? It happened in cartoons
lost
a lot
both
too.
of us, yeah.
There was the idea, this old wives' tale, that you can catch any kind of bird if you can just get salt on its tail. It cannot fly away. And
I put salt on a slug, and it did actually melt the slug.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's an
but
awful
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
They're very moisture heavy,
Yeah.
and salt makes that just takes that right away.
Go away.
Yeah.
Let's take another break. We'll come back with toasts and finish this motherfucker out.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break like
Now I'll get his hate mail all day saying Dre fell off.
Yes.
tripping on his deep groove. And the night's new, what a feeling, what a nice mood. A bad boom rock, we're here to rock you.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Hey.
Segment 4, toast segment. Thank you so much. We are hanging out Don Sipo with Dylan and Adam. And thank you very much. Got some drinks and some shots. So what happened this week that we want to talk about?
Ron Howard took over the Star Wars Han Solo.
that
sure did.
happened because the other guy quits,
Yeah.
and
Well,
that doesn't
so
bode
he's
well.
fired.
They didn't quit. They got fired.
Yeah.
And by that I mean he was fired. Either way, it doesn't bode well,
Those
does
two,
it?
Those two guys got fired because there were two different stories that were going along. One,
Disney's a slave driver.
well, Disney didn't like the fact that they were going with improv dialogue. They want to do improv-y more than actual
Really?
like written dialogue.
Right, because of the Han Solo,
Yeah, the style of
the
the
Harrison
road ship.
Ford, like improv, like I love
Yeah.
you, I know.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't
Yeah.
in the script. It was awesome.
And the other thing was, and this is a rumor, I guess. And maybe if you were watching this or listening to this, you'll know better. Maybe Chris Lloyd will do it. The other part was that they really wanted to be back on DC's Flash, and they were in talks to talk about DC's Flash because they would rather do that instead of a Star Wars movie. Which
That's a bad career choice.
it's a bad career choice. But you
I'm
gotta-
not seeing that like any upsides to that decision.
What you got to think is like when a person wants to do something like that so badly, they either are a slave to it, or they have a really good reason why they want to walk away from it.
or they've
Like-
been lobbied.
Well, I mean, not a lobby, but like they were trying to convince DC to let them come back on. So it's like, so you're trying to get rid of a Star Wars movie for a DC movie.
Yeah.
Either they're insane or they know something that's going on in that
Yeah.
picture that's super bad. So hey, we'll find out.
I'm going to
you know?
go with they're insane. Because even a bad Star Wars movie still makes a bajillion dollars.
Well,
Exactly.
also, it's a Star
Exactly.
Wars movie about one of the Star Wars' most beloved characters.
Yeah.
You can't help but get hit by hailstorms of money
Yeah.
at that, as opposed to let's make a movie about a guy who runs super fast.
Right. Well, the Reddit joke was that
And scene.
the Reddit joke was that those guys decided to leave
I like
because,
the Flash,
because they
but
didn't like
shit.
Disney's trying to say specifically that, or trying to do the backstory of how Han got his vest. You know, like that's the way the Star Wars movies are working out. It's like, hey, so instead of talking about like, the character, like doing a character piece, how about like how did he get his iconic vest? Like that's like the fucking.
Oh, that would be a terrible movie.
Like the fact, it's the reason why, because I had a dream, I had this fever dream
Where did he say yes
About a
to
f-
the vest?
about a fourth Indiana Jones movie, and it was an awful dream because one of the things in the dream was surprising because in the dream I was watching this channel called Red Letter Media, and they talk about like the most important thing about Indiana Jones was that Indiana Jones specifically does not always wear that fucking fedora and everything.
No, he
Until
doesn't.
that fucking movie that I dreamed of.
At least he didn't get
Oh, we're doing-
married,
we're
right?
toast now.
We're doing shots, apparently.
Salud. It's over here. The camera's fizzing here. Yeah, you did it.
Yay!
It's my
Video
favorite people in the whole
evidence.
world. It's Jimmy Parker and Maria.
The wonderful Jimmy
Thank you
Parker.
so much, guys.
She's awesome. I like her.
Yeah. Well, they're both fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick's okay. Oh, he's gone.
So we can talk about him.
Yeah. Pat's over there
He
too.
melted.
But so your point being though, like,
Is that you
he
focus
isn't,
on?
isn't wear the fedora all the time. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's a teacher. He's a real human. And then in this dream that I had, the fourth movie was like he's wearing the same thing over and over again. Like what? Why? Why would you do that? Like that's not part of his character.
Because you went into the Central American jungles and you only brought one pair of clothes, one set of clothes.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why he did it before. But then when he's in the mainland, he's wearing normal clothes because he's a teacher.
Yeah, he
like,
wears suits.
yeah, he's
yeah,
he teaches class.
He's a normal fucking human being.
All girls want to get with
Mhm.
that.
Oh, yeah?
yeah, they do.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like that. He likes history, motherfucker.
You know how hard it is to paint stuff on your eyelids so it says something, especially to be legible from that far away?
Well, it depends on your ability to close one eye independently of the other.
She closed them at the same time, and I said, "I love."
no,
you.
to paint
I
it
love it.
on. To paint it on.
Oh, yeah, yes.
You need
yes.
to have a special person to do that, at least a friend. Like, I'm doing it today.
Especially back then, that was like the 30s. That was like magic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and she probably has eyelid cancer from it, too.
The
because-
Nazis were coming up.
Lead based paint. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
She's definitely dead.
Yeah. From China.
yeah, yeah.
China.
Weeks later, she could never see again.
And that is a different story. Anything else that we missed this Anything else we missed this week that we want to talk about? I watched Glow. I didn't talk about Glow. I think Glow was great. I would say, like, just to watch Glow.
I will be watching Glow.
Pretty cool.
I'm excited to watch it. I have not watched it yet. I intended to watch it, but
Yeah.
I had other things that I was watching.
Oh, it's the whole thing today. It's 10 episodes. honestly, and then if you're looking for a historically accurate thing, I don't think it's historically accurate. No. I mean, for people like for me is like the thing that I loved about Glow, and Dylan's laughing because like I made a metric earlier about the idea is like, oh, this is not historically accurate, so that's weird. No, I mean for me, like what I remember from Glow specifically was I don't remember the fucking characters' names exactly, but one character who's like got beat down or whatever, and she's about to like be out, and then another character runs in with a car battery. And two like
jumper cables,
jumper cables, whatever, and like
and-
shocks her back to life, and she's full energy now, and she's like kicking ass, and it's like that was so goofy and so cool. Like they're just having a good old time.
and her nipples hurt for days.
Oh,
after that.
of course, but she did it for the sport, just
Yeah.
like Mankind and a bunch of thumbtacks.
Well, also, I mean,
So I was curious. I really wanted to watch
it-
the show because I was curious about the some of the historical, like what's the background of it, even if it's fictional around the thing, but. So if you're looking for that, it's not the same thing, but it's still fucking great. And Alison Brie is excellent.
Alison Brie is not only hot as a baker, she's also hilarious and incredibly talented.
Yeah.
Thanks, Community.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like my big draw to that was just to see Alison Brie do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark Maron's pretty good in too, I'd say. And then there's some other characters, there's other actors that do a really good job.
I'm excited to see it. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it.
I don't think if there's anything else that I would actually want to watch on Netflix. I'm just there. I was
Yeah, there
hungover.
wasn't. I mean, but like, it was a terrible shit week for me. It was absolutely fucking awful. And so I didn't really like see a whole lot of cool stuff.
Sure.
Due to the blood rage and general desire for destruction of self.
Okay.
However, the only, like I showed you last night that 15-piece German orchestra that did Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger live.
Oh, it's fucking cool.
Say
And-
what now?
Yeah, they did a cover
super
of,
cool.
of Daft Punk's Harder, Better, Faster,
Yeah.
Stronger, but
As an
it's
actual
live.
orchestral piece, like
Wow.
Yeah. Multiple drummers,
Oh, good.
multiple keyboardists, and then a horn section and a string section,
Yep.
and a dude with the vocoder.
Nice.
And it's brilliant.
It's wonderful.
It's really, really good.
It's really wonderful.
Really fucking
It's some
cool.
kind of wonderful, actually.
Aw.
Yeah. What'd you consume this week, Dylan, that you liked so much?
I watched a couple of older movies from the 90s that I forgot, or 80s maybe. 80s.
Okay.
They were quite nice. Real Genius.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Still a classic.
I've never seen The Man with One Red Shoe or whatever that was called.
It's not a good movie.
It's Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
Okay.
It's one I try to avoid at all costs.
What's the movie? Was it Tom Hanks? Oh, what's the movie with the dude? who-
Arrival.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
No, he gets shocked, and he is now the smartest man, and like he's doing it's a high school trivia thing between Smart Brain. What the fuck was that called? The computer wore tennis shoes.
With Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell.
Because he was
I'm-
a kid who wore tennis. Yeah. That was a Disney movie. I think the
I'm
70s.
out. I'm
I'll
out of this
find this.
game.
I don't think he was shot. But
No, shocked. It was like a
he's shocked.
magic
yeah,
thing.
yeah. No, that's Kurt Russell. It's like 1970.
If you know the answer, call us at
802-359-7468. That's 802-359-SHOT.
Yeah.
Well,
the
it's on
computer
you.
wore tennis shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Okay.
He was the reason Walt Disney wrote Kurt Russell. Dying words. I mean,
Sure.
Isn't Kurt
Yeah.
Russell always the reason, technically,
Texas is the reason sometimes, so.
that is true.
that the president's dead?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, NSA.
sorry to say. We
Adam lives at.
802-359-7468.
I cook good.
Cook real good. I'll make some turtle.
No, there was a band called Texas is the Reason,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
one of their songs was
They were a Fugazi, right?
No, they were a different band entirely.
What was their song though?
They had a number of songs, but one of them was Texas is the Reason. Well, it was based off the Misfits song that said Texas is the reason the president's dead. And then they made a band called Texas is the Reason, and they did kind of a weird cover of that. It's
I approve of all of that. That's good. Yeah.
they're a cool band.
You said Misfits. You said Texas.
Well, Misfits was only cool when Danzig was in it. 'Cause
Yes.
you need that.
Oh.
You need the Thunder Midget.
Everyone understands. That's implied. We all understand that already.
That guy can't
You
take a punch.
don't have to misplain that to us. We understand.
Sorry,
Same splain.
sorry. I saw Wonder Woman recently. So.
Let's it's time to take a toast. I mean, we took a shot before, but what are we toasting this week, guys? Not to flounder.
Not to flounder.
No.
To
to Bill Cosby again?
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
no, God, no, definitely no.
to group sing-along karaoke adventures
Yeah,
and staying up far too late.
far too late. Far too late.
The Okie.
Once in a while, far too late. Oh, we've run out of time. If you've been
And
watching,
Hunter.
if you're watching for Hunter for short, and
Hunter.
whoever else might be watching. Well, there was 3 people, and now it's just 1, so it's still just Hunter. We love you so much for watching this. We love you so much for listening to the show. If you like the show and you want to know more about the show, first, you thank your Adam for coming by.
Oh, I thought you said they think they're me.
No,
You're not
first.
me.
No.
His name's Rob Gagnon now.
I'm Rob Gagnon.
Adam, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me. I love you.
Thank you so much for helping me run the show, Dylan.
Of course.
If you like this show, you want to know more about the show, you can go to drunkcastlive.com. That's drunkcastlive.com for Pokemon codes
Ringtones.
and ringtones. You can go to @drunkcastlive on Twitter. We're drunkcastlive.com. Facebook.com/drunkcastlive. @drunkcastlive pics, PICS on Instagram. Adding some more stuff there. Episodes and some other whatnots and whatever. We're the iTunes Store, the Stitcher Store, we're the Google Play Store, we're the TuneIn Store. I think you can actually listen to us on your Amazon Echo if you can figure out what fucking series of runes you have to throw at that motherfucker to get it.
I don't think we're in that one yet.
No, we are. I was successfully able to listen to one through TuneIn. But if you can
How
figure
many
out,
chicken bones did you have to roll?
I ran out of chicken bones, so it was probably
That explains it.
72.
Well, we'll just kill some of Zach Brooks's chickens
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Maybe
after he's on the show, like 9 weeks from now, whenever,
9 weeks from now, yeah.
whenever that show actually airs.
we'll buy them. It'll be a legit purchase. It's okay.
Questions at drunkcastlive.com. You can ask us questions there. You can either that or something else. 802-359-7468. That's 802-359-SHOT. If you're actually on Facebook, you can see the number right there. You can see all of this stuff. You can see things on YouTube, of course, Drunkcast Live. I think that's it.
It's magical.
I think we did it.
If you go to our website, drunkcastlive.com,
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of the page, actually at the top of the page and the bottom of the page, you can donate money to us.
There's a donate button, please.
Yeah.
Go
Help
through-
keep this train running.
keep this train wreck. Keep the train running.
No, you got it right the first time.
Keep this train wreck burning.
Keep it burning like a piano fire.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
July 16th.
And July 17th, we'll be here at Don's Depot watching the rerun of Game of Thrones.
That's fucking right. And it's going to be fun. If you were in the Austin area and want to watch Game of Thrones, come to Don Depot. It's going to be fun. I think that's it. And I'm Travis. And we love you so much. And please podcast responsibly.
Unlike us.
Bye.
Come to let you know what the deal is.
Getting his dad to look at him like that when he was a kid was the only thing worth living for.
That's all he ever
and then,
wanted.
like, the one time that happened, now it's smooth sailing from there. Now he's got to pick up the mantle. He's got to carry that torch, and you got to prove it to him on his crab boat, his crab fishing boat. And you just do a good job, and you get back to port, and you share a shot of whiskey with the old grizzled captain, and he goes, "Cheers, champ."